Bitcoin hits 121,000. Although we got a slight retrace right now, it is not slowing down. Ethereum soaring, hitting its highest point in years. And altcoins, well, some of them are going wild today. So what's fueling all these moves? The market's in a frenzy, but the calm before the storm, the start of something huge. Stick around. We're going to break it all down for you today. You're not going to want to miss this. Welcome back, Crypto Crew. It's your boy Tom here, bringing you the hottest in Bitcoin and crypto action. If you like what you see, make sure you come on over and give us a like. Make sure you hit subscribe if you haven't already. And make sure you come on over to X and follow us on X, where we talk about Bitcoin and crypto all day, every day. We're crypto maniacs, and other people are following us too. Big groups are following us. So, all right, let's kick it all off with Bitcoin right now. We're going to come on over and check out Justin's Bitcoin trade, trading an inverse head and shoulders pattern. Bitcoin right now is trading right around 119,008, coming off the highs, which is fine. It was just shy of the recent all-time high over the weekend. It surged to 122,335 before pulling back a little bit. Let me take you over to WEX, the broker of our choice, where we showcase all our trades. WEX, low fees, fast execution. All right, so he's got an average entry price of 117,000 in Bitcoin. Right now, it's trading at 119,571. Right now, ROI is 22%. He also has an Onondo short at 104.68. Right now, it's trading at 99.40. He's up 50.43% on that trade. And I'll get into that in a second. Actually, I believe that was a standing order that he had in the marketplace. If you get in on the live streams on Wednesdays and Saturdays, you could catch some of this stuff if you choose. You got to do your own research. We're not Forex. Well, actually, true. We're not Forex or crypto gods, but we're pretty damn good traders, and we could steer you into some good trades. So make sure you join our free trading community and make sure that you get in the live streams, man. It's free. You can learn something. All right, let's go over to our famous 2-hour chart that maps things out for us. And oh, look at this. All right, so we said yesterday. All right, we said yesterday that once we broke up over the meridian, we had to hold the meridian. And when with Andrew's pitchfork, which is quite interesting. Now, it doesn't always work out, okay? Nothing always works out. But the rule generally is if you get over the meridian, you have an 80% chance of going up to one of the upper tines. So the three main tines in Andrew's pitchfork are this upper green, this white line, which is the meridian, and this lower green. Now, these are all extension points on a pitchfork. Notice how once we got over the meridian, it was a wonderful, wonderful trade. Broke up through the 120, which is an important point, right? Came all the way up. We said that we were going to get some resistance up here. Actually, we got resistance really, really close to the all-time high. So I don't really, mind actually seeing Bitcoin trading right now right around 119.5. That's understandable, okay? So the bulls appear to be in control right now. And we're backed by key technical indicators like moving average convergence divergence. And I just got a trade alert going on right now, so please don't mind that. Moving average convergence divergence, which is flashing a buy signal as the blue line remains above the red signal line and moves further above the zero line. So traders are likely going to... I got to shut this off. Hang on one second, guys. Sorry about that annoying little thing, but hey, we're traders, so we got to keep our alerts on. So traders are likely to increase exposure as long as the momentum holds. Now, the key support levels to watch include, I'm going to say 118,000. If that level can hold right now and we can go back above the 120, this could serve as the initial support. And of course, the record high of 123,218 reached on July 14th. But however, we got to look at RSI. RSI is also approaching overbought territory, signaling that speculative demand is increasing. However, we might see price corrections if RSI cools off. So really we're looking at Bitcoin that could actually be trading up to 120 140,000 soon. The signs are looking good, but we have to wait and see if the momentum holds. All right. Now, remember, I told you we talked about this chart, the don't close below chart, and it's still very, very an important chart. Okay. I also explained yesterday that markets have like a magnetic quality to them. So, in other words, when a marketplace breaks up through resistance, or what you guys call sweep a liquidity zone. For me, it's just resistance, right? Marketplace breaks up through resistance. It's the first sign that potentially, the market's going to go higher. Of course, there will be retraces. All right. Now, if we're in a totally bull market, you're going to retrace the valley, So right here, if I'm looking at this daily chart, from this point here to this point down here is the valley. As long as the valley doesn't break, it's kind of like, all right, this is like a little bit of Wyckoff inside of Wyckoff. What Wyckoff basically said, like, look, the structure right now is bullish. However, when we were up at this price and we retraced down to here, we didn't have the value that we had to worry about was really this one before that. Okay, so really, if I put a line right there at 107, okay, that would have been trouble for Bitcoin, meaning that it went from an upward movement or an upward trend, okay, to a breakdown here would have been, ooh, we're going negative. We're going back down to where? Well, maybe we can go look at the next valley down here. It would have been something like 98,000. Now that would have been, it didn't happen, we didn't expect it to happen, but that's basically what I'm trying to tell you right here. So here was the first valley, right here. If I take this high right here and I come down here, that was like a valley. Now, this movement from this top down here is another valley. All right. So what do you say what Bitcoin is? Bitcoin's at this point right here, and I'm getting into like the minutia here, but I think you guys like it or gals like it right here, this point right here. Okay. That point, the marketplace was in an upward movement or an uptrend. When it did this, it was in an uptrend with a downward slope because it did not break this valley down here. If the marketplace went from here down here and then kept trading lower and broke this valley, this short little valley here, well, your first level of support would have been right there. And if it broke that valley, then it would have been, you've been saying that the marketplace is now in a downward movement, but it didn't do it. All right. So it didn't do it. All right. So enough with the lesson for today. If we look at this level, these levels are still very, very important to us. The 115.8, 115.7 is very, very important. Like I said, it's a magnetic quality because we broke up through it. It has like a magnetic pull to it. Now, if we get a higher low and we don't really touch this, and then we break upward again, the magnetic quality of the 115.8 is being broken, and then the marketplace is opening up another leg higher. And we're thinking Bitcoin could reach 140,000 soon. All right. Signs are looking good. Just got to wait for the momentum. Make sure the momentum holds. So that's what we got on the short-term daily type of analysis. But come on over to here. We're looking at a longer term. We got accumulation is over. The manipulation is finished right now. Now comes the parabolic phase. Bitcoin's about to move faster than you think. Now, we got Bitcoin dominance that we're going to look at. Bitcoin, it's going to slowly grind up. We think, like I just said, 140,000 soon. Could we get a pullback to 115.8? Yeah, as long as we don't break that, we're good. If we make a higher high and then take out the 123, now we're looking really good. We're looking really strong. Magnetic quality is broken, and basically it's about to move really quick, and you got to be positioned for it. So the question I have for you is, are you positioned or you're watching from the sidelines? And, I think I'm going to use this as the thumbnail today because people like cup and handle. And basically, I think my headline today is going to be the cup is full, the handle's broken. Something like that. I think something cool like that. But really right now, we got 3-year Bitcoin cup and handle complete. We got the handle breakout, which you see right here. Handle broke out. Okay. And here was the retest. right? That was that run back down where everybody's going 68,000. Oh shoot, it's going to 68,000, and it reversed from that. To be completely candid, we had no real idea if it was going to break the 70,000 and go to like 64 right, at that point. But we knew fundamentally, with all the fundamentals and the MAC behind, the macro structure behind Bitcoin, it really shouldn't have done it. And it was really a gift. We said it too. It's a gift down here to get long. And, well, hopefully some of you did. We did. But anyway, that was before we were tracking and showing you our trades. But we had a really good trade off of that. Now, we got the 3-year Bitcoin cup and handle is complete. The handle breakout, the retest, and now we're ready for liftoff. Historically, this setup ends in a parabolic run. Bitcoin is playing out exactly as legends predicted. Don't be the one watching from the sidelines, okay? Other technicals behind Bitcoin, all right? We got a golden cross, all right? If we look at 2024 versus today, all right, we had the death cross that reversed to a golden cross, and we had a 73% rally. Same setup is happening right now in 2025. Same signal. The breakout fuel is here. The chart doesn't lie. You got to get ready to ride this wave. This wave's going to be intense, man. This is going to be a Jeff Spicoli wave from Fast Times at Ridgemont High. This is going to be an incredible ride. So make sure you get in the live streams. Make sure you join our free Telegram trading community, and we'll update you on this stuff. If we see some warning signs, which like the ones I just gave you, but we'll hammer that home for you. All right. So Ethereum really is also, we're talking about Ethereum. It's in the spotlight right now. It's priced right now at what is it? 4,000. Hang on a second. I got to check my latest Ethereum. What's Ethereum hang out? 4,175 right now. It's officially at its highest level since 2021. And here's the real juicy part of this. Ethereum has surged over 21% this week alone. 21% this week alone. Now, way back, most people gave up on Ethereum. They're like, this thing is a dog. And I told you yesterday. I mean, we saw the ugly, pimply little girl, but what did she turn into, man? I showed you that yesterday. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. So we got Ethereum surging 21% this week alone. Like, people gave up on it. Some kept stacking. Eric Trump actually give kudos where kudos is due. He basically called the Ethereum, saying buy every dip. Now, the smart traders, they stayed patient. Ethereum has spent 4 years charging up. 4 years. I understand, like, how you could just give up on it. Like, this thing hasn't moved. It's not doing anything. Then you start to doubt, because, 4 years of consolidation charging up, and now we're starting to break out. What's going to come next is that we're going to rewrite history with Ethereum. And we gave you like the roadmap, okay? We said this is what Ethereum was going to do. We gave you this roadmap, and it's really, really important that you look at it, okay? We said that the retest back to this 1,500 was a gift. We cleared the 2,200. Now we're clearing the 4,000 mark level. Now, of course, like I said, markets have magnetic qualities to them. So we broke up 7 years. 7 years it took to do this. So there's going to be some pullback. We could get a pullback even to like 3,700, 3,600. And I say that's a gift. It's a gift. So the breakout is beginning, of something much bigger. The price is holding right now, following much anticipated breakout above the 4,000, a key 4-year resistance level of the 4,000, a key 4-year resistance level. Ethereum still holding around 4,100 as of writing, supported by both steady retail and institutional demand. BlackRock, Fidelity, State Street, they're all behind this. Ethereum has now become infrastructure. It's no longer just a speculative play anymore. It's becoming infrastructure. Ethereum, we're saying Ethereum is following the same 3-step pattern. Okay, it's back. We got the base is step 1. The base, step 1. Okay, step 2, a little bit of a shakeout. Okay. Step 3, we're positioning for boom, lunar moon shot right now. We in 2020, we went from 100 to 4600. In 2025, we're looking at the 1500 to what? To what? You know, it's this isn't a consolidation, it's a countdown. This thing is heading towards 10,000. It's heading towards that level that we're showing you right there. Of course, there's going to be pullbacks. Of course, there's going to be shakeouts. Of course, there's going to be fear. You know, of course, there's going to be fear mongers on X, all that. It's all over, but it's not. Ethereum, again, like I said, Ethereum is becoming infrastructure. So we got a buy signal from a MACD indicator, confirms that this bullish technical structure with green histogram bars expanding above the zero line, reinforcing the upward basis. Now, the target seems to be right now, okay, 4,800 is what we've been saying. So keep an eye on the RSI. It's stabilizing in overbought territory, a classic sign that we could see some price correction soon if the market gets too heated up. Now, I want to also say one thing about RSI. RSI could stay overbought very, very long in a trending market. Okay, so when a market is trending, RSI can be overbought for weeks, okay, because it's trending market. All right, now, so we have a classic sign that we could see a price correction soon. Okay, where? 3,600? Yeah, maybe. Now, I'm going to ask you, you think we're headed for new highs, or you think Ethereum is due for a pullback? That's something you gotta, you gotta tell me what you think. We're going to move on over to Bitcoin dominance, okay? Bitcoin dominance sitting right now at like 60.86. Now, we showed you this chart, and this is one that we want to keep your attention on, okay? Bitcoin dominance cracked. We had a bearish engulfing monthly candle. Bearish, MACD cross, multi-year rejection zone hit. This is the exact setup before the 2021 alt season eruptions. Alts don't wait, they're going to run, and they're going to run quickly. And alt season doesn't warn you, it cracks you over the head with like a club. So you got to really pay attention to it. Now, when we're talking about Bitcoin dominance itself, all right, we're actually saying that other coins are going to eat up into Bitcoin itself. In other words, they're going to start to move faster upward than Bitcoin actually grinds higher. Okay. Now, perfect scenario, perfect storm would be Bitcoin blasting through new all-time highs. Again, let's make up a number. Let's say 130,000. Yet this stays at 60. That would mean that alt seasons are running like mad, like altcoins are running like mad. So don't get left behind, okay? Don't get left behind, because we're going to show you that alt season, 3.0 is on its way. And here's a chart. I want to show it to you. Altcoin season 3.0 is coming on fast. It's coming on fast, okay? 2017 changed lives. 2021 printed millionaires. Okay, 2025, we got the same structure, more liquidity, more upside. This is where legends are made. You don't want to miss the ignition. Again, get in the live streams, get into our free trading community. We're soon to start a pro trading group. You want to look for information about that. So altcoins like Dogecoin are up 6.9%. Litecoin surged 4%. Chainlink continues to see huge volume. Avalanche and Tonecoin are showing solid growth as well. But here's the thing. If you're sleeping on altcoins, you might be missing the next big rally. These coins are seeing some serious action, and the way the market's moving, you don't want to blink. You don't want to blink. All right, let's take a quick look at the total altcoin market. Okay, let's talk about that right here. Okay, I'll show you this chart. The total altcoin market just smashed through 4.1 trillion, setting an all-time new high. Ethereum's market cap alone, okay, is larger than MasterCard. It's got more value than MasterCard. This shows you how far the market has come, and it's only getting started. We're looking at the biggest altcoin setup in years that's unfolding before our eyes. Let me show you this chart, and you're gonna be blown away by this chart. We had a 4-year falling wedge, one of technical analysis most explosive reversals. Okay, these patterns don't show up often, but when they do, they change portfolios. So you gotta get some good utility coins in your portfolio. You know, alt season isn't next year, it's knocking on the door right now. So let's go on over some of the trades that Justin had taken just real quick. We're looking at the Onondo trade. So for all you peeps that think that we only go long, that's not true. Okay, this is a short trade right now on Onondo, and I showed you on the WEX account what it's doing right now. Let me take you over to WEX, the broker of our choice. Low fees, fast execution. So right here is the Onondo trade. Okay, it's up 52.54%. All right, now that's a short trade. Okay, so for all you people that all you guys only do is talk about going up long, long, long. No, man, we're traders. We see an opportunity, we're going to take it. Okay, so we took it. Now, you got to get in the live stream on Wednesday. Ask Justin about this trade. He'll tell you all about it. I don't know if he talked about it on last week's live stream, but I was busy trading FOREX at that time. So get in the live streams on Saturdays and Wednesdays. One coming up on Wednesday. All right. So got a couple of days notice. You know it's happening. All right. So I want to go over, our little HBAR that we like that we're showcasing. I think that this is a coin that you should actually, look at. The coin itself's got a golden cross on it. It's looking good. The only issue I see is look, we came up here. Here was the valley. Came up a little bit higher, created a new valley. So I don't like the idea that it did this, but right now the support on HBAR sits at, say, 22. It's trading right now at what? Currently, it's 25.16. We need to get through 30, which is a psychological point, and then we could probably run to 35, 36. I think HBAR is going to head up to 50, 60 cents, but that's just my personal opinion. Do your own research, okay? I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just telling you what I think. I want to take you over to XRP. We're going to reset this Andrew's pitchfork. I'll do that for the next video. But really, XRP warning level 315. Okay, 315.10 actually, not 315.88. It's 315.10. That level has to hold. If it doesn't hold, we're probably drifting back down to 310, 307 before we can get another lift off. The two critical prices for XRP right now are between the 323 and the 343. So this is the level that we have to get up over in order to attack the old high. There's just some consolidation going on right now, so there's nothing really danger. The pullback here was a wonderful ability to get re-long again. Marketplace is still traveling upward. It's going to be a little bit of a grind for you, the XRP army, but hold tight. I think in a couple of days we're going to be above the 340 level. That's what I think, So anyway, before we wrap up, crew, I want to make sure that you're well aware of our trading community. You click this link right here, you were taken over to this site where you can join our Telegram trading community. It's completely free. We drop insane alpha trading opportunities. We're also going to be starting a pro trading group. Make sure you get in there so you can see if you want to get involved with that group. But really, we have breakup setups, long-term gems there. We got you covered. You want to follow our trades on a solid broker, come on over and you click this link. You'll be taken over to WEX, the broker of our choice. Low fees, fast execution, everything you can want in a broker. Very little slippage, slippage. So right now, you want to join the crew, level up your trading. Let's stack the profits and the stories together. Remember, always come on over to X. Follow us on X, where we talk about Bitcoin and crypto all day, every day. All right, so what do you think? You think we're headed straight to 140,000? Where do you think the support point will be in Bitcoin? Will Ethereum continue its moonshot, or do you think we're going to get a retrace back to 3,500? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to smash the like button if you found the video helpful. I'm going to catch you in the next one. Crypto crew, listen, stay sharp, stay smart, okay? Stay in the profit zone, all right? Always trade with your head and not over it. Do your own research. And remember, join the live stream, join the free trading community. And remember, always as a short-term trader, enjoy the party, but dance near the door. Cheers.